AITA. Am I the a-hole for keeping a $300,000 prize to myself when I originally planned to share it with my boyfriend? My boyfriend is really into cars. He recently discovered a charity project where they fixed up an old Jaguar. It's worth around $300,000. You could buy a ticket for $50 to enter and the money went towards a good cause. My BF is broke at the moment, so I offered to go halves with the ticket. He didn't want to because then the car wouldn't be his completely. I wasn't too worried about it and didn't mention it again. I did however buy a ticket for myself. Well, I won and as of August 1st will be the owner of the car. When my boyfriend found out, he was really excited until I told him that I was going to sell it and put half of it in my savings and invest half of it. He said I can't sell our car without consulting him. I told him it's my car and I can do whatever I want. He now claims it was all a big misunderstanding and apparently he wanted to go halves but hasn't got around to giving me the money yet. I call BS on it, but he keeps saying that we're a couple and we should make decisions together. AITA. Am I the a-hole for going ahead with the plan to sell the car and keep the money to myself? NTA. Not the a-hole. You, dump his ass. No misunderstanding. He didn't want to front the $25 to split the ticket and now he is trying to manipulate you. Plus, you aren't married so you pay taxes on the prize, not him. NTA. Not the a-hole. I intended to invest in Apple in 1976, but I haven't gotten around to it. Give me money. My friend's mom invested in Microsoft back in the 80s without telling her husband, then passed away when they were younger. Their dad just left all their stocks to grow, hoping to be able to pay for college, reinvesting all the dividends back into stock. In 2001 the father found out that they had over 1M in Microsoft stock, which was particularly handy since one was going to MIT and the other RIT. NTA. He didn't pay for the ticket, so he has no say in it. You're not married. You offered to split it, he said no. That's the end of it. Sounds like he's seeing dollar signs and feels angry that you won't just share. It's your money and yours to do with as you please. NTA. I guarantee you if he had paid for the ticket on his own it would be his car and not our car. But you pay for the ticket with your own money and suddenly it's our car. He even admitted when you offered to split it he didn't want to share ownership with you. Your car. You get to decide what happens. Besides, you're the one who has to pay taxes on it if you're in the US. If you can't afford the tax bill for the car, it's best to sell it. Wow, NTA. What a dramatic reveal of a secret your boyfriend had. Sure, I let you give me half cease on $300,000 after the winnings are safe, for $50. My God. Just tell him, oh honey, you misunderstand, you told me you didn't want to do half cease, because it wouldn't be yours. It's mine. And yes, dump his ass, he is with you for the wrong reasons. NTA. He didn't want to because then the car wouldn't be his completely. He's using his own argument against him. You bought the ticket 100%. The car is 100% yours. You can do with it what you please, though another comment mentioned you may have a hard time selling it, which is true. Look into the fine print. NTA. Go enjoy the spoils of your new car. NTA. He didn't want to share the car but now wants to share the money? Nope. He doesn't even necessarily want to sell it. Dude who can't find $25 thinks he can pay the taxes on a $300,000 prize, then insure and maintain a $300,000 car. Yup. For most classic or restored cars you must use a special lines insurer and they tend to be more expensive because they're taking on a larger risk for your benefit. Classic cars are a fun hobby to have but a really expensive one once they're on the road. NTA. You did offer to go half cease. He didn't take up the offer for the eventuality that he would have to share his winnings in case he won. Now that you've won on your own ticket, the entire prize is yours. Do what is best for yourself. If you plan on staying with him, help him out with a portion of the amount, but if you feel like this is something that is going to cause a rift between you two, leave. Take them money bags and leave, girl. I did this. Won a Corvette when I was 19 but couldn't afford the sales tax, so took the cash option and did split it, broke up soon after. 10/10 would not recommend. Take him on a vodka or buy him some trinkets, don't actually split. If you stay together, that investment will in the end still be helping him out even if his name's not on it. Ought to be young and dumb again. Edit to add definitely NTA. NTA. Like the old saying goes, he who hesitates is lost. NTA. You offered and he didn't want to share, but now that you won solo, it is now ours. Yeah, tough luck, buddy. NTA. Not the a-hole. I offered to go halves with the ticket. He didn't want to because then the car wouldn't be his completely. So clearly, if it had been him who won, it would be his car to do whatever he wanted with it. But because it's your car, it's now our car to him. He refused to split the ticket with you, so by default, and also, his own rules, he forfeited any ownership of the car. Now he's trying to backtrack to try and get something out of you he has no claim to. Keep the money, lose the boyfriend. He didn't want to because then the car wouldn't be his completely. He said I can't sell our car without consulting him. In other words, what's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. NTA. Your BF is acting selfish and entitled to your property, and now he's just trying to manipulate you into giving him $150,000. Stand your ground, it's your money and you don't owe it to him. You're definitely NTA, and I totally see why you're thinking this way. However, while this is pretty cut and dry in your current situation, if you were older and this was a long-term partner, married or otherwise, this would need to be handled differently, on all sides. Let me explain why. This is your partner, someone you love, respect, and care deeply about. Also someone who you've decided to share both life's struggles and life's rewards with. Not saying you've made this commitment to this guy, you obviously haven't, which is okay, but if you ever get married that's basically the level of commitment you're gonna make. In this situation it was initially his idea to get tickets, you would likely never have been involved if he didn't bring it to your attention. It was also his mistake to act selfishly by saying no, I don't want to split a car, I want it all. He fucked up there and lost out big, and really got what he deserved. Then, you went and bought a ticket without his knowledge. Kinda shady move but totally understandable. So, how might a more mature relationship handle this? For one, financial risks and rewards like this should be thoroughly discussed in advance. I mean thoroughly. Both parties should be completely cognizant of variables, potential payout, and repercussions of investments. It should be said clearly by one or both parties, okay to be very clear, you are choosing not to invest in this with me because you don't want to split the possible rewards. I am telling you now that I am going to invest and if I win I will not share the rewards with you. Is everyone clear about all this? That sort of thing. Second, in some cases you gotta pay out to those you love, partners and children especially. No, I don't mean split the rewards of a huge win, I mean you gotta kick down or invest in a mutual fund or resource with your partner. Personally, if this happened to my wife and I was the one who made money on an investment she originally informed me about, I would kick her down $10,000 or more just out of love, or invest a big chunk into something mutually beneficial. You might be different, but that's me. This is a good practice run for you. Sadly, it looks like this could destroy the relationship, either soon or in the future, if it's not somehow resolved. OP has every right not to share because BF opted out. If nothing is shared, then BF is gonna resent OP forever, and it'll eat away from the inside until it's done. The big question is the relationship worth protecting and saving? Is 3% of an investment worth the price of your relationship? Congratulations on the win, and I'm sorry for your loss. Info. Are you cohabitating? And if so, do you have shared finances/accounts for household expenses? Are there laws where you live defining common law relationships? Because if the answer to any of those is yes, and you decide to keep it all and break up, you may want to be prepared to give up half. No to all the questions. We've only been dating for 2 months. Also, I doubt you will be able to sell it straight away. These prizes normally come with T&Cs, so good luck to you. They also often already come with a buyer for whatever the prize is, and you can accept either the prize or the money from that person. How's he gonna pay the gas for a car if he's broke? NTA, but your boyfriend sounds like a moocher. Also, you are smart to put the money away because if they didn't take taxes out, you will have a huge tax bill on it. I doubt your boyfriend is planning on paying half of that. Okay, OP, listen. I'm a car guy myself, completely into classic cars and restorations and the like. I've entered in a few of those classic car giveaways and such. I'm going with NTA here because in all fairness it was your money and your car. Done deal. But you knew your boyfriend was into cars, you knew he has no spending money, you knew that if something big did happen you'd at least have to talk to him about it. It's kind of a dick move that you just outright disregarded him. That being said, it was not cool of him to refer to it as our car when it was most definitely and legally yours. If you two were married and had gone through thick and thin, then I would call ESH, everybody sucks here, but I'm assuming you're not entirely into this dude.